Good evening. You're watching Reporters Diary on the Echo of India's digital platforms. And before we move ahead with our team of reporters, let me share with you what all is happening today, what all made news today. Just 2 days after he assumed office as the Chief Minister of Bihar, Nitish Kumar today had to face the opposition's ire over appointment of the state's education minister. Opposition RJD and its allies attacked the Chief Minister for appointing JDU's Mewalal Chaudhary as the minister as he faces corruption charges and was suspended from the party due to it. They also demanded that Chaudhary be sacked as the minister. RJD leader Tejaswi Yadav said Chaudhary faces serious charges under the Indian Penal Code, including cheating and dishonesty, that is Section 420, and criminal conspiracy 120B. After two suspected Jaish-e-Mohammed operatives were arrested near Sarai Kale Khan on Monday, the Gautam Budh Nagar police today stepped up vigilance and intensified checks as at its borders with Delhi, according to the officials. The two suspected operatives were arrested by the Special Cell of Delhi Police on Monday night. Additional Deputy Commissioner of Police Ranvijay Singh said security was tightened and checking was intensified in the area since Noida shares its borders with Delhi. The third phase of trial of Covaxin, considered to be a potential vaccine against the coronavirus, will start in Haryana from November 20th. The state's health minister Anil Vij said today. Vij has also offered himself to be the first volunteer to get vaccinated. Covaxin is being developed indigenously by Bharat Biotech in collaboration with the Indian Council of Medical Research, that is ICMR. And in Bengal Congress President and Lok Sabha leader Adhir Chaudhary today attacked senior party colleague Kapil Sibal over his Bihar Assembly election debacle remark. Chaudhary said those unhappy with the party's functioning are free to leave instead of embarrassing it in public. The Bengal Congress leader slammed the former union minister for giving sermons from AC rooms and said disgruntled members may join other parties or form their own outfits. Speaking without doing anything doesn't mean introspection, Chaudhary said, questioning why Sibal was not seen campaigning for the Congress in Bihar. According to him, a senior leader like Sibal, who has access to the party's top brass, could have raised the issue inside a party forum instead of making such embarrassing remarks in public. And in the USA, a top Homeland Security official faced the ire of President Donald Trump for saying November 3 election was the most secure one in America's history. Christopher Krebs, director of the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, at the Department of Homeland Security, was fired on Tuesday, and the president announced decision on Twitter. So these are the major points which are in news today. And now I'm joined by our team of reporters, Riddhi, Asmita, and Razia. So we move on with Asmita. What all at your and what's big?
Hi, Safi. The news that I have from the hills, adding strength to the ruling party in Sikkim, 54 families who were supporters of former Chief Minister Paman Kumar Chamling Sikkim Democratic Federation today joined the Sikkim Krantikari Morcha from Khemrangwat of Mangan, and Safi, they joined the ruling party in the presence of State Minister Samdup Lepcha and welcoming the new members into the party. Lepcha highlighted SKM's achievement in the recent times in his speech. And from Shiliguri, BJP MP Raju Bista today targeted both the ruling Trinamool Congress-led state government and the Siliguri municipal corporations for not giving permission to organize Chhat Puja at several places, Safi, and claiming that he has been receiving complaints from various quarters regarding the renewal of permission for the same. And Bista said that this has created panic among the people and devotees from whom the rituals of Chhat Puja is a matter of faith, tradition, and strong cultural trait that binds the family together. And Safi, according to the BJP MP, responsible governments in many other states have made prayer arrangement for conducting the rituals of Chhat Puja and have informed them in advance about protocols that they have to abide by. But in Bengal, the government and the local civic board and are depriving people from their right to religious practice. That's all from my side, Safi.
All right, Asmita, thank you so much for all the updates that you brought us. Riddhi, what all happening?
Hi, Safi. The first news that I would like to share is that the ruling Trinamool Congress has claimed that the response to its digital campaign, Mark Yourself Safe from BJP, has crossed 10 lakh mark. The campaign is a brainchild of the Trinamool Congress strategist Prashant Kishore. In a statement, the party said the campaign has witnessed maximum participation within a month of its launch. The campaign was launched on October 23 to inform people about the alleged wrongdoings of the BJP in the country before the 2021 state polls. According to the party, the campaign has witnessed maximum participation in the age group of 18 to 35 years. The statement issued by them stated the website Save Bengal from BJP.com has already seen over 10 lakh people mark themselves safe. Over 14 lakh people has visited the website till 17 November. The Facebook group for this campaign also has nearly 93,323 members. In another development, due to the COVID outbreak, the number of the Hajj pilgrim from the state will be halved next year due to this pandemic, a senior member of the West Bengal State Hajj Committee said today. The State Hajj Committee has received 1,100 applications since November 10 from people living in different districts of the state expressing their interest to go on a Hajj pilgrimage in 2021. The cost of the Hajj pilgrimage next year will rise due to the COVID-19 safety protocols, the Hajj Committee members said. That's all I have from my side.
Okay, Riddhi. We now move on to Port Blair. Razia, what all happening out there?
Good evening, Shafi. Shafi, I would like to start with the Hud Bay news. The fishermen community at Hud Bay in Little Andaman are criticizing the Directorate of Fisheries Department because there is no cold storage is available there. The cold storage which is installed in the 90s have the capacity with the capacity of 50 ton. Now it's reduced to 20 tons, and due to frequent repair works, and the fishing communities are telling that even though they are going to catch, even though they get a good catch when they are going on the sea for fishing, they are upset because they get less profit because there is no storage is available, so they have to sell their fishes in less prices. So they are demanding the authorities, the Directorate of Fishing Department, to provide a 50 ton another storage capacity storage unit of cold storage unit. And the second thing is they are demanding to repair the current available storage cold storage unit also. And the member of parliament Kuldeep Rai Sharma also written a letter to the secretary of fisheries department demanding that the available storage system should be repaired and also provide 150 ton capacity cold storage for the welfare of the fishing community of Little Andaman Hud Bay. Another news is, Shafi, a good news for the tourism industry. That Andaman and Nicobar administration has decided to open some more activities and some more sea activities, tourism activities in these islands, such as scuba diving, sea walk, sea cart, and parasailing. But of course, they have to follow the standard operating procedures. So gradually, if we say gradually, each and everything are opening in these islands, and tourists are also started coming. The authorities are giving opportunity, if I say, rendering a helping hand to the tourism industry to revive again. So for today, that's all from Andaman, Shafi.
Okay, Riddhi, Asmita, and Razia, thanks for joining Reporters Diary. Viewers, this is all we have in Reporters Diary this evening, but please do join us again tomorrow. We'll be, of course, back with more of news. Thanks for watching.